Good evening, everybody. I'm fashionably late, as usual. I see. Anyways, we're here with the Night of the Rabbit again. So last time we were trying to get the Leprechaun to show us his lucky charms, or give us a magic spell, and he's on a tree and we can't get to it. So we need to get these lights from this party, but in order to get to this party, we need a cake, and it all just falls down from there. So basically, we're going to be looking for ingredients mostly this episode, and trying to get our second magical spell. I did when I had the freaking walkthrough open from yesterday. I don't have it open. I try and find out stuff before I try to look it up. But I had to look up stuff early on yesterday. Hopefully I don't have to do that this time. Hopefully it'll all go well. But we left the party. So like, hello everybody. So anyone for sauna in here? There's a lot of rabbits. Like, what's that dude? That guy looks like Chewbacca. And that guy's like, oh man, I'm sitting next to some guy with a lot of hair. Hey, Ramirez. So if Ramirez here, that means that we probably won't have to use the walkthrough guide because he's usually pretty good at helping out. Can't open that from this side. It's locked. So anyways, yeah, maybe we can get a key for that, but we need...
Missing ingredients for the Hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries, chocolate, some milk, and beet syrup.
So we don't have milk, and we don't have berries. So what I'm gonna... and we don't have beets milk. We have the chocolate. So one out of
missing
four.
Ingredients for the Hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries, chocolate, some milk, and beet syrup.
You've always got to look for more stuff. That's the whole premise of these things. Explore and find stuff. Is that a beet?
Looks like it's still life. Mr. Churchmaster's son obviously still hasn't overcome his stage fright.
That's a nut, right? That's a water nut.
Break a leg. I have to go.
Break a leg? Is that supposed to be fun? What strange children some parents have. Isn't that right, Junior? Exactly.
And you also need to warm up the coffee that I have, if I recall. He's not him, boy. He's a him man. He's a him dude. So, there might be berries in the forest, maybe? Beet juice. Cass Brook, mushrooms, snow. Smoky Flowing Brook, Alpha Tray, Blue Juice, Vending Machine, Small Statue, Signpost, Other Path. So nothing really of importance here. There's there's milk in the large cup in the magician's house, but oh, okay. Have you played this before, or what? Or did you watch last episode and remember that? Because I had no idea. So I gotta go back to freaking Mousewood. Can I, or actually, what I should probably do.
There must have been more mail to deliver here before the flood.
Gotta use the squeaky squeaks.
Jerry. You're roundabout late. Well, where to? Our post office by the river is underwater. Let's go. Hang on tight, Jerry. See you later.
I should be using fast travel more for sure. Oops. Is that milk then? Yeah, it is milk.
Still smells okay.
So do I like...
Coffee won't help.
Can I like empty it? Yeah, I knew where it was, but I'm like, I didn't remember that there was milk in here. Unfortunately, I have coffee in here now, and I don't think I can get the milk if I have coffee in here. Maybe I use this.
Now I've got milk.
Yay, got milk. Okay, cool. So I got milk, I got coffee. Walking around with milk in my pocket is not going to be well. So okay, so what do we need?
Missing ingredients for the hare family's cake. A handful of sweet red berries,
and
chocolate,
beet
some
syrup.
milk, and beet syrup.
Gotta beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. What is this? Room, hammock. Hammock changes it from night to day. Shelf.
Wow, this is high.
Into town. Because you gotta think of, like, the reason I tried the empty can was it's like, why would they let me keep the empty can? Like, if I didn't have any other use for it, right? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, I'll just try it. It's a container. I don't see no berries here. I wonder if I gotta get, like, someplace I haven't been yet. So beets milk as well. So got pumpkins, brown pumpkin, clear brook, orange pumpkin, round pumpkin, crow statue. Oh, hold on, we have a crow statue. We should use the rock whisperer. Sure, walk all the way over there, Jerry. Why did I see brethren mindless and violent die from the sky? We are so dignified and proud and clever. So just him complaining about Alright, I'm gonna head this way. And see if there's anything near the church. Brown mushrooms, mousewood, incredibly big tree, overgrown mural, town center. Let's go into the town hall and see if there's anything I missed here. Armor, stack of books, table, fire, light armor, town, can't get through there. Armor, documents, armor, nest of nuts.
Rather boring paperwork. Old, but boring. What's that?
Oh,
Another card.
we found a quartet's card. Hooray.
This armor could have been made for a sparrow, or a mouse with an ice cream cone in its face. Sort of a summer armor.
There's no such thing as a summer armor, kid. It's hot as balls in there.
A net with nuts for a healthy between-meal snack. Conrad said these nuts are the town treasury. Apparently money does grow on trees.
Ah. So that's not money growing on trees is not necessarily a great thing. What happens? Because what happens with when all the trees are gone? That's bad. Anyways, are you still upset about the joke?
Maybe we should have stayed at work.
Yep.
That joke made me sad. Me too.
Cafe, Brooke. So no berries or no beet thing. Well, the beet, they have roots over there. Pea shoot.
Good evening.
Who? What?
It's only me. Good evening.
Well, it's evening anyway, but I'm not complaining. Still, I'm tired and thirsty, and this shift is lasting forever. Actually, I'd rather be working on my novel somewhere. It's called Penny the Pudgy Pirate.
You're an author? What's your name?
Penny. Don't volunteer for the night shift, they said.
But I think you work, lady. Hello?
Who's there?
Still me.
Oh, what if a crab? All my superior. I need some strong black coffee, but why is Anya's cafe closed at night?
Okay, I'll try that.
Oh,
No problem. I'd advise you to avoid camping.
Sheep. Did I talk to the owl statue? Could you turn me around? Right round, baby. I always hear cheerful voices coming from the city. I would like to know what it looks like. I love how these are all mostly useless.
There's a message on the door. On a major expedition upon the warm kind regard. P.S. Upon my return, I would very much like Anya's outstanding...
She wants pumpkin seed cake. Got a fish statue. Why would Penny why would you want that? Penny's a pyromaniac. Is that a beet? What is this?
What kind of stone is that? It is firmly stuck. No idea what it is. Only a hollow tree stump, with nothing in it. But I hear a whistling sound. The wind is blowing through the hollow trunk, moaning and whistling. It almost sounds like a tune. The organ music of the wind, the breath of the forest. How did I come up with that? Don't tell me I'm a poet too. Poet, magician, Jerry Hazelnut.
So if I wrote that down,
I ought to talk to people who like jokes.
who likes jokes? That's not the direction I wanted to go. Yeah, I got the chocolate. I've had the chocolate. It's right here. And the foil. What I need is the beet and the beets and berries. That's what I need right now. I think the dwarves might have some beets. I do not know where I would get some berries.
They planted root fields in between all the trees, and they stretch out far into the forest. Planting and harvesting all those roots must be an awful lot of work.
Alright, maybe these guys like jokes.
I I ought to talk to people who like jokes. I ought to talk to...
You again. Have you come back to rub it in again? Bah!
What? No?
Good for you, but in fact, when we're harvesting our dwarf fruits here, did you hear that? This boy is our guest. Meh! Bah! They said you're welcome again.
I really appreciate that.
Bah! Don't mention it.
They planted, and they're planting and...
I have no idea. Gotta knock out the voicemail. Don't knock it out too hard. You need to use it. Gotta think. That person's pretty funny, but that's not, they're not a good joke teller. Maybe Frogman likes jokes? Oops, no, not right click, left click.
I ought to talk to people.
Berries. I mean, there were berries way, way back in the front. And,
I ought to talk to people who like jokes.
but they're very jokey in a very creepy kind of way.
It's much, much deeper than it is back home. Good thing I'm a decent swimmer. Nice web, and no spider anywhere to be seen.
Oh, okay.
It's probably gone to construct a much nicer web somewhere else.
Wait, what? Why is... What the heck? Something's following me.
Feels really stable and not at all sticky. It must be pretty old.
So why is that following me around? That's creepy. What the heck? Is it following me around even if I go back? Alright, so let me go back in here and see if like it follows me around or what the heck was that? It's like a glitch. No, it's still following me around. That's weird. So what's a spider web? Good for. There's a statue there. I don't think I talked to that one. Oh yeah, right. The freaking squirrel guy, yeah. He's at the party though. I'd have to get him in the morning. Is he saying something? I don't see it. Weird. I didn't see anything said there. What the heck? I mean, that is a lead, so I might as well, like, read the book and then go in and see him. Alright, read a book, 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 read a book. This book. What are you doing in here, creepy man? Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. Tell me some jokes, man.
I'm looking for jokes.
Please, no jokes. I have a
Wait, what?
I ought to talk to people who like jokes.
So I can't do it with him in the room?
I'm looking for jokes.
Please, no jokes. I have a
Dang it. Of course it can't be that simple. Freaking accident.
land here must work, but it doesn't. Sometimes you need help from someone who knows the score. We can stop the uncontrolled growth. Get everything under control. We do not need any help from you. Ho, ho. We have arrived. We will be the solution.
Okay. Suspicious guy.
It's like you have him just standing there in your house and you're like, yeah, cool, man. Alright, so we can't do that with the owl awake, I guess, or with a headache, or I don't know.
Oolie's nightcap. Sleeping drops.
Do I have to sleep the owl? Like, I'm gonna try that. Ay, ay.
I don't think sleeping drops will help me here.
Oh, sure they will. Just put it on a towel and put it over his face. Then he won't have a headache no more. Oh, that's horrible. So how do you make hot coffee? Well, I can't do it now. I'd have to do it at night. Copper Tom's good. I have a thing for his. He made some news, so I've got to do a video on that at some point. Ooh, that looks like a dragon. I do not know what I'm gonna do. This sucks. Gold clock part looks like a cafe key. Also, like a bit underhanded, but your gold clock part looks like a cafe key. I mean, that's a way I can get in the cafe tonight, maybe. I wouldn't have thought of that. But, like, he needs to be able to open and close the door, right? I mean, he's gonna realize it's like, oh, this is not actually the key. Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
I hung the clock parts over the key.
Oh, okay.
He used the clock part instead of the key without noticing. The door is now open. Now I could even get into the cafe through the back door where nobody's looking.
That is weird. So now I can get coffee. I need to go back there and I'll read. Yeah, I noticed. That's weird though. Like, how
The
would you
little
not?
man runs over the rocks, and then, quite obvious, I'm done with this for now.
How would he not notice that he's using the wrong thing? Like, I mean, I know he's aloof and all. I know he's like forlorn, but my goodness. Alright, let's go on the door. Breaking and entering, just like young kids do. Hi, dude.
Hello, Jeremiah. It seems like you also like to be out and about at night. I love the serenity of being alone in places like this at night. You can hear the whisper of secret stories that are hiding here and there. I have a special story for you. It's about mice and squirrels in the woods.
I know, we're in it. The Wood Sprite gave you a story. To hear it, click on the bonus collection.
Did you like my story? I often find strange things between the worlds. Fragments of stories long forgotten. Lost beginnings. And lost endings. Perhaps there's something you've forgotten. Maybe I can find what you have lost.
Don't patronize me, man. Alright, I need coffee. Why do you have the coffee thing running at night? That is a fire hazard.
Now my mug is empty. One hot coffee.
Why is it hot coffee? Why did they leave that on at night?
Too bad I don't like coffee.
Alright, let's get to the guy before we read the story. That way we can get him hot coffee. Alright. One hot coffee coming up. Just don't tell
I've
Miss
got a
Clinton.
little present for you.
Who? What? What aroma.
Brewed fresh.
Boing! Thank you, thank you, thank you. That should last for a couple of minutes. Ha ha! Oh, yes! Don't volunteer for the night shift, they said. Not in your condition. Ha ha! But if not me, then who? And look at me now. The fire of ambition flaring in my eyes.
Pyro.
I'll use the cannon now.
Nobody may use the cannon.
Well, now you're awake enough to make sure of that. I'd advise you to avoid counting sheep, though. A cannon, just like in a pirate movie. Arr! I'm Jerry Hazelbeard, the pirate mage.
Paws off! The cannon has to be ready for the next crow attack. Imagine a critter like that flying right into the town hall. Again, usually they fly out the northwest. I have to keep my eyes open all the time. even at night.
So I got like nothing out of that.
Good evening.
Who? What?
It's only me.
Well, but I'm not still. I'm tired. Actually, it's called.
You're on board. What's your name?
And,
But I think
who's there?
still me.
Oh, what if I pull my son into some strong wine is onion?
Okay.
Oh,
No problem. I did what?
no.
So like, do I have to like give him like multiple cups of coffee? Right? Like that's like should I get like him a thermos and like give him like a big old freaking jug of coffee? Like this guy here. This guy's a trooper. He knows what he's doing. Might need to load the cannon. What would I load it with? With that? It's not that big, is it?
One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee.
Okay, so double clicking does move you faster. Okay.
Closed. Too bad.
Hey Evan, how's it going?
Good evening.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. No, don't animate.
Oh,
No.
it's called. What's that? Don't fall into. Oh, what if I call my son into wine?
Okay.
Oh,
No problem. I did what?
right. Paws off! The cannon has to be ready. Imagine you, puppy.
I've got a little present for you.
Who?
Rude.
Boy. Oh, don't volunteer going your bit if the fun.
No, you.
No.
Well, now you're awake. I did.
Okay, that doesn't work. What the heck, man? Why make me get coffee if it's not gonna help me do anything? Can I like put the lumber cornet into the cannon?
That won't do any good.
Of course it won't. Hey, Strangelove, what's going on? We are stuck. Like, I am horribly, horribly stuck. Okay. Too late at the night to be thinking so hard. Need berries. Need jokes, but we can't. The problem is like there's these things like it's every single freaking thread is blocked by something, and it's like I can't. So you can't do anything. It's like. So how do you cure somebody of a headache?
Missing ingredient: a handful of.
So we need the red berries and I need beet things.
Another statue.
There's a large one next to the dwarf's hut. Oh, okay. Yeah. Behind it. Right. I remember now. Yeah. Like this game I gotta say is tough. Like it requires a lot of memory. About like little things that you like you go, oh yeah, there's that thing, yeah. That random thing that so it's behind the house. Right here. Alright. So...
Perfect. Hey, juice is already coming out of the tap. Now I have beet syrup on tap.
Alright. Gonna use the mug.
A mug full of thick, sweet syrup.
Got it, okay. And berries. So, let me think about where we've gotten these things so far. So, the chocolate and the milk were both in the same spot, so this actually does not help me all that much. Dandelion field. Steinberg.
You again. Have you come back to rub it? Bah!
What? No.
Good for you, but thank you. When will you hear this book? Bah! Bah! They said, bah! Don't mention it.
Back of the house, full branch, window, waterfall. Dusty door, half frame.
On the door it says, Premium Dwarf. It also says, and it's from.
There are no berries in here. There's a switch.
And it's turning to the left. Cool. So this is how you make blue juice. The machine is running again. The dwarfs if we start, but I wouldn't be able to sleep with that noise.
Oh, that's the ghost
So
friend.
tired again. The dwarves are snoring like a storm.
When you fast forward the dog, yeah.
No, it's standing still. I probably shouldn't touch it. No, it's standing still. I probably shouldn't touch it. It even says so on the little plaque on the wheel. Better keep your paws off. And it's turning to the left. Cool. So this is how you make blue juice.
So, turn to the left of what? See if I can give her the ingredients yet, or if I have to have all four.
Just a sec. Welcome back.
About the cake.
If you find the ingredients, just take a look.
See you later.
Take care.
So, whoops. So you're saying there's a bush behind the lady there? I didn't notice it. But she wants to feel like a hero. And holding out for... Oh, hi, old man. Scary old man. Oof. Yeah, okay, there's a berry bush behind her. Uh-huh, yep.
So here I am, standing guard, eating nothing but these red berries. Pining for a pepper cheese fondue. Deprived of an encouraging word from my comrades. So keep your hands off my berries.
Keep your hands off my berries. What you want in exchange? Not bad.
That won't do any good.
They stationed me here as a... and all that, just to make sure that show-offs like you can sleep.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, is that a wheel of cheese in the cafe? So there's fromage on it. Okay, get it, but... Yeah, like these are really obscure now. Like it got to this part, and it's like I have no idea. Like, oh, there's a squirrel here.
Hello.
Hi there. Are you delivering packages again?
No.
I've heard that the fields are haunted at night. I'd really like to see, but I think it's much too creepy.
I mean, stealing stuff from the cafe is against my nature. I wouldn't have thought of it. Other than the coffee. Why does she have the coffee on at night? So she has fondue, you're saying? I had cheese? Cakes. Orbs. Pharmacy. I don't see a wheel of cheese. Unless I'm blind. Oh, right there. Jesus. Like, I wouldn't have seen that. My God, I never even noticed that was there. Even with this thing on. It's like, oh, there's a cheese wheel. Jesus, why?
I'd say that worked pretty well.
I stole some cheese. I am the hero of this story. I am the hero of this story. I stole the cheese.
In master cheese, to the cold, but it looks like.
I'm gonna do fromage. Who's the card master? These guys are the toughest AI here, the fox statues. Alright. And I still have the nails, so I should probably be able to use it for something else, too.
Ooh, if we had a pan, we could make delicious fondue from your beautiful cheese. Not that I need anything. I can manage all by myself.
So I need a pan, really? Maybe the foil?
No.
Nah.
Silver foil won't help here.
Spoon?
No.
Okay. Oh, the dude man. Oh yeah, that guy beat me, didn't he? Yeah. Him in the kitsune. I tried the spoon.
That doesn't need to be spoon.
Um.
No. That doesn't need to be spoon.
Oh, I think she needs to be spooned. She's very upset. She needs all the help she can get. A pen.
That's the same simple shot, maybe.
Pork Chop Express here with pilling the pen or shaking old Jack just looking
Hard
at
black
I tried the foil.
peaks of doom, hacking away stupidly at
Huh?
sweet
Oh.
Weird.
No, I can try and give her the foil and see what she says. Yeah, that means that if it's the fire, then we need to do it at night, right?
silver foil.
Okay. So that means I gotta read the dang book. Nighttime.
Now if I fold it like this, and then... ta-da! A pot.
Oh, are you going to cook something? What is it?
Let's see.
Not that I need anything. I can manage all by myself.
Can you manage cheese?
Ooh, now that looks tasty. If that cheese were also seasoned right, well, I might actually be tempted.
Oh, I got pepper.
Ooh, oh, that smells so incredibly good. A well-peppered cheese fondue. I bet it would keep me fed for a week.
Would you give me some red berries in exchange?
Berries? Who needs them anyway? Take as many as you like.
If they taste as good as they smell. By now I must have collected enough berries for 4 games at least.
No, just this one. Your fourth wall breaking. Oh, hey. It's that guy again.
Hello, Jeremiah. Did you know that the moon is responsible for the tides? My old friend
Not according to Bill Riley.
has nothing to do with this flood, or with the wild crows
Can't
that
explain
haunt
it.
this area during the day. Do you see the lights on the other side of the river? Over there looms the beginning of the sad story for Mousewood's folk. I hope it will have a happy ending.
Isn't there something we can do to help?
Naive child.
That is out of our hands, I'm afraid. But wait, let me tell you a beautiful story from the time before the flood. It's about the old magician visiting the post office by the river. Would you like to hear it?
But Sprite gave you a story. Click to hear you
Would
see
you
it.
like my story? I often find strange things between the words. Fragments of stories long forgotten, lost beginnings.
Yeah, make sure to click those buttons and stuff.
Perhaps there's something you've forgotten. Maybe I can find what you have lost.
Alright. So what's the stories here? Anyways, that means we gotta go back to the thing, and then we gotta go.
There's something talking. I guess.
Yeah, I know what they
Next
said.
to it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Alright, cool. So that's not what I had to look into. Alright. Alright, I gotta freaking read the book so I can get there in the morning and then get the cake, have her bake the cake, and then... That's a real good book, man. Must have finished it by now.
Extravagant. Welcome
One
back.
hot coffee. That won't work.
No, I wanted.
About the cake for the hair family. Again.
If you find the ingredient, just take...
Alright, so so I have to hand them to you?
See you later. Take care. An ingredient for the cake. Thank you, my little cracker crust. All that's missing now is some milk and chocolate, and then beet syrup.
Milk. Milk!
An ingredient for
Milk
the
goes in the cake!
My little cracker crust. All that's missing now is chocolate, and then beet syrup.
Beet syrup! Beet syrup goes in the cake! You get a cake, chocolate cake! Classic. Too bad the guy who made it wasn't so great.
All that's missing now is beet syrup.
And the beet syrup, which is in the cup.
That's an ingredient for the Hare family's cake. Now we have everything, Honeycomb. By tomorrow, I'll bake a fantastic treat, and then you can pick it up and take it to the Hare family. Maybe they'll even invite you to their birthday party, my little meringue.
My God, she is like saying silly things.
About the preparations, everything will be ready. The dwarves are brewing blue the treetop festival. See you later. Take care.
Yeah, no Cosby. I already made one joke about knocking people out with whatever this stuff is. What is this? Valerian drops? I've reached my knocking people out quota for the day. That's all there is to that. Anyways, so we can wait for the cake for tomorrow. I don't think there's much.
A cannon. Just an range horse. Nobody, not even, especially not me. The cannon, imagine usually that I have to keep even at night.
Make a pudding. No. No pudding. Alright, so we're going to.
Well, Leslie, do you know why bees hum?
Please, no jokes. I have a headache.
Okay, so I can't get the joke until like nighttime because he's in here. The owl stays here at night and the squirrel's at the party. So at the party, I can ask him for a joke. But first, I need to spend one whole day reading a book. I know that. Don't patronize her, Mimir. I know that. I'm not that helpless. Well, maybe, but not that much.
Extravagant.
Oh, there's the cake.
Welcome back. See you later. Take care. That sure looks tasty. Thank you. Can you take it to the Hare family for me? Sure. Thank you, my little cracker crust.
Hey now. I know I'm white, but you shouldn't be using that one. And why did you call me crusty anyway? Well, Ramir's dragging me out of the mud quite a bit. Alright. Alright. Here's a cake.
I'd better deliver it as fast as possible. I'd better... So, there's no cake at your party?
Yeah, that's right, you little wise guy. I don't know what's keeping Anya, but without cake, this party will be a disaster. But that's family business and only family business.
Well then, I don't mind being... Hello, Mr. Hare. I brought the cake you ordered from Anya.
Oh, wonderful. It's about time. Looks like you aren't completely useless after all. Oh, the cake looks good. You know what? I will make a major exception. As of today, you can officially take part in our popular hair parties. Known far and wide.
Wow!
Well, don't just stand there. Go, join the party.
What a moody fellow. I hope the rest of his family is a little more laid back. Wow, what a party! There sure are a lot of people here.
Birthdays are always a big deal for the Hare family.
There's one
Don't
every
the Hares
night.
celebrate a birthday every day?
Of course, it's perfectly normal in such a big family.
Bottoms up!
Oh my god, I'm
Who
scared.
wants to think about tomorrow today? Today is everybody's birthday. Yours too. Here, take this.
No, I'm good. Thank you. I got a trophy.
There's something engraved here. Peter Mouse Trophy Paradise. Special moments at rock bottom prices.
Well, it's not so special a moment, so. Anyways, hi Jonathan, Squirrel Man.
I've got to tell you a joke.
Love to hear it.
Well, why do bees hum?
No idea.
Because... oh, I forgot. But you'll like this one. Why do mice usually avoid drinking too much blue juice?
Well,
Because... I just can't remember punchlines. But I've got one more. A rabbit company's book on a luxury cruise. And it's the key they get stopped because there are too many of them. Why?
I don't know.
Because I don't know either.
Pity.
If you pass it on, maybe someone will know the answer. Someone with a sense of humor.
I wrote down as much as Jonathan can remember.
Okay. So we got one half of a joke. With no punchline.
The
Yeah,
Hares
I don't know.
really know how to party.
He like gets like really going in these parties every night, and in the morning he's like crashed on the table. You can see him there. He doesn't like move from that spot.
That punch looks really tempting. It smells like blackberries. That reminds me of Mum's tasty blackberry pie. I would love to have a big piece of that right now. I hope Mum's pie won't be cold when I get in.
I don't know, man. That's not very sanitary.
Oh, there are presents too. Or rather, a mailbox. Well, the one getting the present seems to like it. Hares. Now they can finally serve food at the party.
Oh, at last I can enjoy the party in peace. My younger siblings are insufferable.
So, do I get like the little thingy?
Oh, it's our cake bearer. What's your name again?
Jerry,
So how do I get one of these glow nuts? There we go.
ooh, there are the glow nuts.
Aren't they fascinating?
Can't have
The juice
one?
they contain attracts fireflies by the score.
I could really really use something like that.
Then take one, but be careful. If they burst, there will be glow juice everywhere.
Perfect.
Alright, we got it. Alright, now we can go bother the leprechaun. Alright.
Good idea. With this, I might be able to bring light to the darkness. But it's much too high to maneuver heavy nuts up here. The old squirrel said that the juice in the nut attracts fireflies. Maybe I can spread the juice on the tree somehow. If only the tree wasn't so far away, and the nut wasn't so tightly screwed down and heavy. It's not easy being 12.
Yeah, just throw the dang thing.
I am Emmett Melanoplos O'Donnell. I've won multiple awards for excellence in the field of technology.
The hell?
No, I'd better be... It glows so pretty, but it sure is heavy.
So how do you freaking...
Those are the jokes, as far as Jonathan can remember them. Maybe I can improvise the rest.
Improvise the rest? Well, I want to see this.
I'd better talk to the pros. With my stage experience, I ought to be careful with untested jokes. I'd better talk to the pros. With my stage experience, I ought to be careful with untested jokes.
So who would know the other half of the joke? Who would know the punchlines? Maybe the magician and the rabbit guy. Maybe.
I'd better talk to the pros. With my... I'd better talk...
I mean, these guys aren't pros?
About...
This man on a clip out there has a friend or teacher.
Yeah.
See you later.
Be careful.
Back already?
What was that about the tree walk?
We tree walkers use magic portal trees to travel back and forth between different worlds. Portal trees are trees with roots that reach deep into the fabric of reality. So deeply that they exist in more than one place at a time, creating magical connections. As do we places, time. You will be trained by me in the tradition of the tree walkers and acquire this ancient knowledge.
I'll get it.
You have... but there isn't much time, so hurry.
Yeah, the dude. That guy, yeah. The guy who has the music play every freaking time he goes. So... Oh! Click, clickety, click, click. Heavy.
Paws off! The cannon has to be ready for the next crow attack. Imagine a critter like that. Usually they fly out, but I have to leave it at night.
So, the thing is like, there's a reason you can see this from up there. And that is I need to put this nut in the cannon to fire it off. Which I guess is not the most appropriate thing, but you know, that's what I have to do. So how do I get him away from the cannon? Maybe he knows jokes?
I'd better talk to the pro.
Okay, no. Powder maybe? I don't know.
I'd better talk to the...
Better talk to the pros of pros. Like the fact that I clicked on this and he just kind of moved over here and then he like, oh no, you can't do that.
Pause off! The cannon has to be ready for the next image.
Oh, okay, I got it, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. So, you know, we told us not to make Cosby jokes, but like this is now we've gone that far. Okay, now we're just wandering. First we had to make a cake, and now we're going to put things in his coffee. Ay. This world, man. Who would have thought?
One hot coffee. Too bad I don't like coffee.
Alright, put the drops in the coffee. You fiend.
A couple of drops should be enough.
Hey Tony, how are you doing? We're about to drug a mouse. Like, I gotta say, this game's got some interesting puzzles. Like I don't think, without Ramir's, like, statements, I don't think I would have easily gotten this far without, like, spending hours and hours and hours trying to figure it out, because they definitely make these things interact with each other.
I've got a little present for you.
Oh, what aroma.
Brewed fresh.
This'll knock your socks off, buddy. What do you do, Tom?
He's asleep. These sleeping drops are really strong. I'm starting to feel guilty. Well, who knows? 40 winks will probably do him wonders.
Alright, time to fire the cannon.
I'm sure the nut fits perfectly inside the cannon. But why should I shoot it into the countryside?
So let me turn it then.
Now the cannon is pointing at the treetop over the town.
Alright.
Okay, let's see if it works.
Yeah, right?
Wow! I almost hit the big branch behind the town hall. Wait, look at that. The glowing stuff from the nut is attracting fireflies from all over Mousewood. How pretty. And the guard is still sound asleep in spite of the noise.
There's a guard down there who should be like going.
Now the cannon is pointing towards the fields. They shoot at crows with peas here. I suppose there are worse things they could use as ammo. But even with peas, I'd rather not spray them all over the place. Wouldn't want to hit a mouse or a squirrel, or anyone else.
Oh, come on, live a little. I mean, you went through all that trouble.
glowing stuff from the nut is attracting fireflies from all over Mousewood. How pretty. It's still awfully high, but at least now I can see where I'm putting my feet. I hope this works all right. Did it! That was pretty exciting.
Good thing there's no insurance in this world. Otherwise, I'd
You
have
know
to
how
pay
long
me.
I've waited? I'm
My
now
rates would go
ancient
way
in a
up.
few days. I suppose you fired on the tree, didn't you, brat? Here I was, minding my own business. And then I almost dropped my spoon. Only I couldn't, on account of you stealing it. At least the tree now has a lovely colour. What the weevil do you want in my world, you whippersnapper? I suppose you want to extort your 3 wishes out of me.
I'm a magician's apprentice, and I want to learn a spell.
Give me the hat, and I'll take you along.
I'll keep it until we're over there, okay?
You suspicious boy. All right. Anyone looking for magic in my world comes to me. You simply wish for something.
Is he serious about the wishes?
Don't do leprechaun wishes. Haven't you ever seen? It's like the monkey's paw, man. You don't mess with it.
Here it is, size 40B. Oh, an oversized green hat.
High time too. Such long legs and with a snail's pace. Put it on, Grandpa. The shamrock's cold.
Say, what is this place anyway?
Well, stick some wings on me and call me a fairy, my lad. We're in the land of the wafting winds, the dazzling depths of the lovely lakes, of the melancholy musics of the moon.
Oh, the weather is horrid, cold and wet.
That's what I just said, you little shamrock ripper.
Tit.
Wish fish. Everyone's always after just the one thing. No wonder I stay in hiding. I'm sure you're planning to wish for 5,000 shiny leaf bugs, aren't you?
I get to make a wish. Oh boy.
That's the tradition, and traditionally, it backfires.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
Duh, it's a leprechaun.
You're worried about that, but I saw you. You've been collecting odds and ends everywhere you go. Your pockets must be deep, you brackish tea drinker. And you wouldn't empty your pockets for 5,000 leaf bugs. That'd buy you 10,000 bags of jelly beans, 1,000 comic books, or 100 video games.
Sounds great, but actually,
I'd rather be a master of my trade right on the spot. I'd really love to be more popular with everyone I know. Wait, what did you just call me?
what was that you just called me?
Whippersnapper, brat, taser nose, pipsqueak, shamrock ripper, brackish tea drinker, slime slump, junior potato fairland, miserable meat bed, tedious tadpole.
Oh, right. But I think you included some new ones.
So what do you want me to do, guys? I'd rather be a master of my trade right on the spot, or I would really love to be more popular with everyone I know. I'll give you guys a little opportunity to pick which one, and I'll be back with some water. All right, what do we got? Well, I would choose not to make a wish, but like it's not giving me a choice here. So what hijinks occurs before we have to unwish it all? Anyone for B-Star Season 2, ready for B-Star Season 2? Master of Trade. Off. They backfire. Yeah, popularity, I think Hairman will be disappointed in us for taking a shortcut. 1, but I suspect you'll go through all the options. 2.
I'd really love to be more popular with everyone I know.
All right, your wish is granted. You're now a professional, certified, officially distinguished plumber.
What? But I...
Oh, okay.
You're
I
now
would
a
have
master
wanted
of
the
the
same
trade.
thing.
A popular one too. Everyone loves plumbers because they're so useful. Haha! 2 more wishes, Junior Potato Farmhand.
All right. In that case...
I wish I'd finished my training already. I wish everyone who saw me took an instant liking to me. Again, what did you call me earlier?
Again, what did you call me earlier?
Whippersnapper, Brat, Tater Nose, Pipsqueak, Shamrock Ripper, Brackish Tea Drinker, Slime Slug, Junior Potato Farmhand, Miserable Midgebait, Tedious Tadpole.
That's it. I wasn't sure whether...
What's my favorite memory of 2019? That it was, that there was no COVID. I wish I'd finished my
I
training.
wish I'd finished my training already.
Okie dokie.
So far I don't feel any different. Actually, wait, there's a tickle. Ooh, could this tickle under my nose be my new power? Yikes! What's that stuck to my face?
Ha-ha! A moustache! Just like a big grown-up who's finished his training.
But I didn't ask for a moustache.
Ha-ha! 1 more wish, miserable Midgebait.
Oh man, okay. Oh no, I wish I was better at choosing my words. Oh no, I wish I were more successful. Can you repeat the names you gave me one more
Can you
time?
repeat those names you gave me one more time?
Whippersnapper, Brat, Tater Nose, Pipsqueak, Shamrock Ripper, Brackish Tea Drinker, Slime Slug, Junior Potato Farmhand, Miserable Midgebait, Tedious Tadpole.
The more often you hear it, the better it is.
Golden Patience, achievement unlocked.
Oh no, I wish I was better at choosing my words.
But of course, that was your 3rd wish.
Mamma mia! Oh, what have you done with my voice, sir?
My beard, who could possibly be more successful than a plumber with a staff and an Italian accent?
And that is a mustachio, is itching like crazy.
I warned you, boy, never make light of a wish, or it's guaranteed to backfire.
Per favore, I'll do anything. I'll return the spoon, the cobalt under the nails. Just to get me back to normal again.
Are you trying to bribe an O'Donnell with his very own property, which unrightfully pilfered in the first place? You brazen scallywag! Ha! 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 All right then. You and your obnoxious lovability.
Ah, I can breathe again. Thank you for undoing all those wishes.
I never said I'd undo all your wishes. You'd be better off if you're a man, a plumber boy. A handful of skills is better than a sack full of gold. Now
You
you've
can
had
make
your
sacks
3
full of
wishes.
gold.
Leave me in peace.
Oh, where did he go to this time?
That's why I clapped, because I'm like, oh man, it's like I want to be famous, and it's like, okay, you can be a plumber. It's like, oh, you can be more famous in that video game. So yeah, like he got rid of the spoon, he got rid of the, what else was there? Like the hat, there's another thing. The nail? No, the nail's still there.
Reminds me of a gigantic multi-purpose wrench. The kind you use to fasten screw nuts on drain pipes. Oh no, where did that come from?
That's very sacrilege, sir.
I can't see a thing. Something's hanging in front of the window on the inside.
It's a banner, man.
I may not be an archaeologist, but this tower looks really ancient. Looks like rain. Did you pack some warm clothes, a raincoat and an umbrella? That's what Mum would have said. That itchy red penguin sweater would actually come in handy right now.
You know, looks like tut. It looks like rain, Christopher Robin. You already are Christopher Robin-esque enough as it is. Oh.
Funny. I'm sure he ran in here. There he is. Wait a minute. How did that get here? Zaroff. Everywhere Zaroff. This flag smells like a dog. How do I know that? We don't even have a dog.
You know, I just
Someone
got...
was that for stealing my hat, just like that. Oh, what a topsy-turvy world. How can this be? I am Emmet Melanopoulos O'Donnell. I've won multiple awards for excellence in the field of technology. Nobody steals from me.
Yeah, and I just took your flag.
Green hills as far as the eye can see.
And I was about to make a comment about
Looks
that.
like rain. Did you pack? That's what. Excuse me.
What I said, Patrick. What else do you want, you greedy brat?
What I'm really looking for is a spell.
You're not going to find any magic here. I'm all out of magic. Can't do it anymore.
How come?
To the corners of me mouth look particularly convinced. You, without a rainbow, I'm stuck here. When I'm in a bad mood, I can't conjure up rainbows, or rain, or anything else.
And what could make you laugh again?
That's no small feat, Tater knows. It would take something very special to cheer me up. Something very special and shiny.
Special and shiny. Needs something shiny.
He's so small. I don't want to hurt him.
With a joke? You want a trophy?
Ha! Holy harps, no! I don't want any presents. There's no point in being given things just like that. If anything, I want to find them myself.
Alright then.
That's my trophy. I'm not just gonna give it away.
You might need to shine it first. I'm gonna shine the trophy. He says he wants to
The
find it.
portal is firmly closed, but I need to take care of the little green man. Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
It is. Weird.
That's my trophy.
Shine it. How do you shine it? Ah, with that?
The old rag isn't good for much anymore. That's my trophy. This flag smells like a dog. How do I know that? We don't even have a dog.
How do you...
Rose hips are cool, but disappointingly useless.
And use the flag to shine it? Oh. Okay, so I put the trophy in the window?
That's my trophy.
No.
I may not... Hey, I can see the grumpy little guy.
What are you gawking at?
Drat, this won't work if he can see me put the cup down. I want to make him believe he's stealing it.
Maybe put the thing up
The old
first.
rag isn't good for...
So how do you make him blind?
No. No. The old rag isn't good for my...
In the tower window? How do I get up there, bro?
That's my trophy.
Now here's a sight for sore eyes. Is it silver? A tiny wee silver cup. Goat manure and tater skins. It's as dull as a pot of tar.
Well, that didn't work. The trophy isn't shiny enough.
I need it to be
I'm
shiny.
going to polish it up a bit. Perfect. Flag disintegrated in the process. Here we go. Oh, what lovely weather we're having out here. My Woodruff lemonade tastes especially refreshing from this, well-polished silver cup. I'll just set it down in this window and look the other way for a bit. Totally captivated by the emerald splendor of the landscape.
You're a bad actor.
That's what I see blinking. A wee tiny bright, shiny silver goblet. Oh, its beauty is worthy of the Emerald Isle. For all its lies and deception, constant toil and shattered dreams, the world is still a grand old place. Mother, Emmis is coming home.
Stop! I've still got a spell to learn.
Well,
May not be an archaeology.
guess I'm gonna have to go through the rainbow.
Oh no, he disappeared again, and this time for good. I can't travel on the rainbow. What do I do now?
There's magic in it, right within your grasp.
But he's gone, and I didn't
There's
even
a
see
card
how
on
he
the floor,
conjured
you
up the
idiot.
rainbow.
Your answer lies within the rainbows. It will soon dissolve again. So hurry up.
Wow, what colours! It almost looks like I can touch it.
You can. You must touch it.
Don't touch it. The running man's trying to trick you. You have learned a spell. To use it with the inventory green grove spell.
I thought they were nothing more than an optical illusion.
You just learned your second spell through the power of the magic rainbow. You can use it to make rain and help green things grow.
Wow, I'm never going to wash this hand again.
Now go back to the portal. You've learned the magic of this place.
That's
so
how you
now the
spread
portal is
code.
open again. But hurry.
What's that? Another one of those cards. I wonder whether the green hat dropped that. It looks like it shows me, but together with some dog. How odd. But I don't even remember this. That's weird.
Huh. Oh, he looks like he played cards, so I could have probably played cards with him before he left. Oops. Whoa.
Goodbye, rainy green landscape. It's funny, but I think I'm going to miss the little guy in the hat.
You went back to the Irish, Ireland and Isles, and you're still stuck in here in the UK. Well, I remember the UK, I think, maybe? No, I think it's a separate thing. Scotland's probably UK. I don't know.
It's still
Yeah.
like it. Now what?
Oh, he's gonna nail it. That tree got nailed.
What was that noise?
Jerry, is that you?
Who was that? Did he call my name?
Perhaps we will soon find out. But we don't have much time. The second nail has been struck.
The second nail?
Seek the entrance in the next portal tree. You will learn your next spell there. Look for the magical creature who lives in Mousewood. There's a rumor that a fox is roaming the fields of Mousewood at night. It is not from this world.
A fox?
Freaking foxes, man. Especially for the rabbit peeps. Well, there's the tree in the thing where the things won't grow, the mushrooms or whatever. So we can basically take the mushrooms up the top of the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. Jerry, it is I, the one who freed the slaves.
That looks like... I don't know what that looks like, but it seems to be stuck in the middle of the tree. That can't be a good thing. What a weird statue. There's a little stone face in the crystal. Very like someone flipped.
Like, it's basically like, there's one of these next to all these trees. No, the kitsunes are... I don't think it's the kitsune. It's that, what is it called? Oh, man. What is it called? That guy in the middle of the field with the green flame. There's a scarecrow up there.
How strange. There are green lights flickering across the fields. Maybe it's someone with a lantern out for a walk.
Or we can douse them.
It looked like you conjured a ray yourself.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
Uh-oh. What is it, Jerry?
Oh, it is a kitsune.
A fox.
Nope. Well, a kitsune, maybe.
Who are you, Jerry? Be careful. Don't. My little froggy heart is still racing like crazy. Fortunately, the fox wasn't hungry for either of us.
that was no ordinary
I'll
fox.
take the Reapers for
Did you see how
$400.
many tails it had?
That's
I
therapists
wasn't
and no
paying
you won't.
attention to that. Oh, what a scare. Oh, holy dragonfly.
The fox jumped towards the swamp. I have to go after it.
Chasing foxes, are we? That always leads to trouble.
There it is. Such a strange fox.
It's gonna go up the tree, isn't it?
It jumped back into the fields. Almost looked like it was heading for the swamp. But the path is flooded.
Alright, let me try something here before I chase.
I should do this during the day.
Ah, okay. Fine, I'll go back out into the frickin' field. So that basically scared the toad away. But anyways, let me Oh, I know why I went back. Because this is... Okay, I get it. So I have to, you know, read for the daytime. Sean Connery is the old British guy who died like about a week ago. He did James Bond, and he played James Bond. He's got the old gray hat. Gray. He wasn't always old.
Let's see if this works. Hey, presto! A stairway! I'll admit it, I totally impressed myself. Of course, a mushroom escalator would have been even better.
Jeez. Ooh, a moth.
Whoa, I'm pretty high up here. And it's cold. Ah, who's he then? A scary mothman. And the entrance behind him looks strange too. I can almost hear him whisper, "Jerry, come closer. I've swallowed a portal." Fast asleep in broad daylight. Sometimes I wish I could do that instead of going to school. Then I could stay up all night reading comic books. The passage is closed. They seem to be nocturnal around here.
Read a book, make it nighttime with a book. Yeah, I know, isn't that odd? Like, it's like Sean Connery dies and then like 2 weeks afterwards, it's like frickin' Alex Trebek follows him. It's like, my goodness, man. Like, that is frickin' weird. I didn't call him British.
Excuse me? I'm looking for a tree portal. Have you got something like that in your nest? And if you do, could I see it? Or pass through it? Is that a yes? Blink 0 times for a yes. Maybe he can't hear me. Hello? Mr. Moth, I would like to ask you something.
That does not
I
help.
always have to speak up like that with my granny too. And if you yell loud enough, anything can sound important.
No wingless beings in here.
Biased.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Moth. What was that? Wingless?
Your vibes are disturbing this place.
Oh,
Freaking human.
I'm not sure what that means, but I believe this is a private area for insects. Too bad I don't have any wings. I'd better ask before I burst in there. Looks like that moth over there is guarding the entrance. Miss Moth?
No wingless beings in here.
Oh well.
Your vibes are...
I'm not sure what that, but I believe too bad I don't... Ooh, it's dark in there, but I can see something glowing at the end of the tunnel. I sure hope that's the portal, and not something else.
Alright, so if I chase the kitsune out of the field, is she gonna try to go up into the tree? are you? Who?
The fox jumped towards the swamp. I have to go after it.
I really wanna know.
There it is. Such a strange
Oh yeah, he was in
fox.
Dragonheart too, yeah.
It jumped back into the fields. Almost looked like it was heading for the swamp. But the path is flooded.
Okay, so I wanted to go over here, but it couldn't. Okay. That doesn't help. So now what? Maybe a spider web?
No.
May need the water nut to clear out the water before you go. Oh yeah, that's right, the nut. Yeah, there's the water nut. It can absorb a bunch of water. But I need jokes to do that. So I'll need the other half of the joke. Which I don't know where to get that. Wait,
At night, you have a wonderful view of the stars from here, but you can see them best. Too bad my friend was moved. I tried to chat with that woman.
alright, so nope, not done. Maybe maybe the radio DJ guy, right? We can give that. We'll give him a shot. I think he's in the swamp though now. Yeah, that's what I. Right here, you thought of it at the same time I did. Woohoo! Jinx, double jinx. Of course, like the chat doesn't have a lag to it, so it'll look like I stole your thing, but I actually thought of it at the same time. So. I'm already way ahead of you, man. Alright. So, Mole Man, give me some jokes.
I wrote down some jokes from Jonathan Squirrel. I made a special note of it.
Fire away.
Why do bees hum?
Obviously, dear listeners, because they can't remember the words.
And why do mice usually avoid drinking too much blue juice?
For the same reason as me, because the hangover gives them the blues.
Okay. I don't quite get that one.
Never mind.
A rabbit couple is booked on a luxury cruise. At the quay they get stopped because there are too many of them. Why?
Because with rabbits, two is a crowd.
Don't get that one either.
Tell you when you're older on that one.
But the audience loves it. You could be a really good co-host.
I wrote down the answers. Now I have 3 complete mouthful jokes.
That was a bit of a lag right there. Invisible audience, I know, right? He's got a soundboard, he's a DJ, man. The second one was kind of a dad joke. So the second one was what? God, what did it say? I remember the third one because it was a joke about bunnies reproducing. The second one was, what was it? God. Can you read them aloud?
Those are really good.
You didn't even understand 2 out of 3 of them. What are you talking about? Jeez. Yeah, the second. Oh, okay, the blues one. Yeah, that was kind of like. Ugh. Third one was pretty good. Third one about rabbits multiplying is funny.
I'd better talk to the pros with my state. I've collected genuine mousewood jokes.
Well then, good luck. And now, opening for the wonderful Church Mouse Junior, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry.
Oh no, not
Hey, Jerry! Are we getting the nut again?
No, now it's time for a laugh.
Oh no.
We've got our fingers crossed.
All right, well, why do bees hum?
No idea.
Why do bees hum, Jerry?
Because they can't remember the words.
Good one. More!
Why do mice usually avoid drinking too much blue juice? Because the hangover gives them the blues.
Super! That kid's really good.
You'll love this one. A rabbit couple is booked on a luxury cruise. At the quay they get stopped because there are too many of them. Why?
Tell us. Come on.
Because with rabbits, two soon becomes a crowd.
Brilliant! But you can't tell it to just anybody.
Oh, no.
Thank you, thank you.
Jerry, get off the stage.
That's not child appropriate.
My junior has absorbed this new knowledge like a water nut. He's just as thrilled as the audience. I've hardly ever seen him this fired up about something, and the water trick never got this kind of reaction. Since you've made a great comedian out of Junior and brought me this much closer to my retirement, we'd be happy to give you the water nut. Right, Junior? Junior? Yes, he agrees. Take the water nut.
Terrific, thanks a lot.
You'll see, soon my junior will be a big star, and you can say, I knew him before he was famous.
I'm truly, honored.
I knew him before he was famous. Who cares? I knew him after he was famous. Alright.
I don't want to waste the water nut. I don't want to waste the... I don't want to waste... The large river back there has burst its banks. Looks like everyone had to leave in a hurry. What a pretty... I think I... I don't want to waste... I don't want to...
Don't want to waste the water.
I don't want to waste the... no.
No. Path on the left. What is that? That one? Oh, the float path. There we go.
I can't get through here. There's a very deep puddle in the way.
Ah, okay.
I should do this during the day.
Alright. Whatever, man.
Let's see how much this fancy water nut can really hold. The nut took root, but it didn't really suck up a lot of water. I bet that a fully grown water nut tree can suck a whole pond dry, but I can't wait here for years watching the tree grow. can't get through here. There's a very deep puddle in the way. The knot took root, but it didn't really suck up a lot of water. I bet that a fully grown water nut tree can suck a whole pond dry, but I can't wait here for years watching the...
I have to like flip the book multiple times? Oh, right, the green growth spell, right. I was about to do that like 365 times.
Maybe we can provide some help for the little water nut tree.
Wow!
That's the right attitude. Dear listeners, Borrower has dug himself out once again in one piece and dry as a bone. We will now continue with our program. Swamp Radio 103.6, 5. Mole in the morning, mole at noon, and mole in the evening. As always, we'll start off with my favourite music.
Set up in honor of the foxes, or they're not chickens. What a weird statue. There's a little stone face in the crystal. Very, very Mexican. A blue root.
I got that beautiful dwarf fruit from the dwarves as thanks for promoting their blue juice on my show. But the listeners at home already knew that, of course.
What an awesome flower. I shouldn't pick it, but I just want to touch it anyway. This isn't a museum after all.
Alright, we need to see what we got here with not these
Look
like
for the magical creature who lives in Mousewood. There's a rumour that a fox is roaming the fields of Mousewood at night. It is not from this world. If you want to see him, come to the old magician's house in Mousewood.
Oh, okay, I got it. Like the kitsune's got to come here. Alright. This tree is a road for the foxes. Yep. How did I get here? You're a hint. See, now it's all starting to come together. Pretty easy.
Paper's mailbox. I wonder what's in there. I have a choice. Wet feet or ignorance. I'd rather stay dry and not know. Stylish. Judging from the mailbox, Plato lives here.
I think that's just gonna say like you lost something, blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, so this is the thing, like by all these magical portal trees, one of these things exists, right? And I've noticed that pattern. And they keep saying you've lost something, right? So like, I'm wondering if I'm like having some sort of psychokinesis output, not psychokinesis, but psychotic mental like thing going on with me. Because like this nailing, these nails in the tree, right? Like somebody was hanging up a poster of some description. Maybe I, was kidnapped or missing or something. I don't know.
And here next to me is Jerry Hazelnut. We all wish the young tree walker lots of luck. But now, on with the program.
Ha! I was on the radio.
We all wish the young tree walker lots of luck. But now, on with the program.
Amnesia, maybe. Alright, so now we're gonna wear our sunglasses at night. And then I can get, probably this thing's gonna give me the wings, and then I can go up here, and then enter the fourth portal. So this is moving right along, now that the dominoes are kind of falling. You get into the swing of things, and then you're like, oh, yes, I got it. I try to guess narrative threads. That's what I do. I get. And here's the fun part.
What? Who are you?
What was it?
The fox jumped
So
across
multiple
the stone.
predictions I've made.
I have to go after him.
The Sixth Sense. I was able to guess the ending through the trailer, mostly because like if it was a horror genre and it was focusing on, the kid. Like so basically they have this doctor guy and you have this mother and you have this child and the child goes, I see dead people all the time. They're everywhere. So like that's in the trailer, right? He sees dead people, and you see him interacting with the doctor and you see him interacting with his mother.
Again.
But you never see the doctor interacting with the mother. And
It jumped further into the swamp. It almost looked like it's waiting for me. I'm going after it.
so, like, if it were a psychological horror film, The Sixth Sense, I would have guessed that you would have seen, like, the doctor talking to the mother or something, right? And discussing what's going on with her son. But because that never happened, I'm like, oh, well, the doctor's dead. My mom's like, you saw it, don't spoil it for your father. It's like, no, I didn't see it. The trailer's just like, why is the kid not talking to the mom? Like, the doctor's not talking to the mom, and this is a story about what's going on with her son, right? If that's what it's about, then that's what should be in the trailer.
Huh? Where did the fox go?
Where did the fox go? So the other thing was, one other prediction I made was the fourth season of My Little Pony. I was able to predict the final episode's premise about halfway through the series.
Just as wonderful.
Mostly because they were handing off little trinkets to like the main six. And I started noticing that that there would be a rainbow flash on those trinkets after they like defeated their anti-person. So like for honesty, it was like deception and et cetera, et cetera. So like it's easy to kind of see narrative tropes and like be able to determine things from that. So I don't know. I might be wrong about this one, but I think it might have to do with that. But anyways, I gotta talk to the statue here.
You caught me! Alas, now I have to go home.
The fox jumped into a portal. I can't let it get away again.
Folks, you won't believe what I just saw. To me, you're one of the stars.
I only watched up to like the beginning of season 5 because I was like, I kind of lost interest.
So, you finally returned to us, Kitsune. I hope you'll stay a little longer with us this time.
Oh, the fox skipped off. Again. So, its name is Kitsune. But who just talked to the fox?
What did you say to the fox?
So where am I now? It is very quiet here, as if there are no people anywhere near. Only more of these fox statues. But I can hear a very soft ringing, or chiming.
Someone's riding a bike. No. The tree is a road for the foxes.
Nothing's happening. Maybe it's because it's made from wood, not stone.
The gatekeeper is sleeping above me. Are you the gatekeeper?
Nothing's whispering here.
Iron Bell.
Ho ho! That is pretty loud. some army of fox statues. Scary. Earlier it sounded like it was talking. Hello? Anybody there? No reply. What a strange statue. Is that supposed to be a fox as well? Over there, in the bushes. I see something sparkling. I can see a little golden bell hanging there. I wonder if the fox from Mousewood lost it.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Earlier it sounded like it was talking. Hello? No reply. Is that supposed to be... Oh, scary.
Alright. So if I do the rock whisperer. The gatekeeper is sleeping to my right. Alright, you then. The gatekeeper is sleeping to my right. Oh, your right, not my right. Ha! Okay. How about you? You are the gatekeeper. You're the gatekeeper.
Disturbs my slumber.
Now
I
we're doing it.
cannot see you, but I sense your presence.
No, better not.
Your path has led you to this point, but no further. I am the keeper of this gate. I am the guardian of this place. A blind fox could smell you from miles away. And so can I. How did you arrive in this place? That we foxes wrested away from the humans. Human. Since I did not allow you to enter through this gate, you must have gained access through the tree node.
Yes, the portal.
Kitsune. Her dealings with humans have rendered her almost as blind as I.
Uh-oh.
Is that a reason to not let me through?
This
God.
gate will remain closed to humans.
Here's where the whole man thing comes in. I kind of was suspecting that this was gonna go this way. I'm gonna ring the bell, because I'm a nasty human.
Stop this cruel din. What my blind eyes cannot show me, my ears will tell me twice, and my nose 10 times. I can smell you, human.
Bo, you're not creepy at all. Vixen, I can smell you. What the hell? I'm gonna make
Nothing.
it.
There's probably nothing here that will grow.
Kitsune. Her dealings with humans.
Is that a reason?
This
Ring the bell again. Dong.
what my blood, my ears will and my nose.
Okay, so he's just gonna repeat that. So, do you guys have Keymaster? Is that...
Statues, foxes, or gatekeeper ghosts. I shouldn't mess with them too much.
So he can smell me. So, how do I give him some pepper?
That doesn't need any special spice. That doesn't need any special...
So how do I cover my own scent?
that you? The bright chime of your little bell cannot be mistaken. Your smell gives you away, human. You really thought you could deceive this old blind fox?
Oh, well,
A human? Deceiving a fox? No, this is precious.
Actually,
I
I'm
stole from
trying
the
to
Leprechaun.
return this bell to the fox.
Ah, returning her lost property. What a noble gesture. You may pass, but be careful, human. Never trust a fox, especially not one like her.
I know, she's really, really good at cards.
I find it surprising that you should be kind enough to bid me farewell. Thank you, my beloved.
It was bound to end sooner or later.
Yes, it is the end of roaring birds and green pastures. Instead, it is the beginning of murky waters and empty notebooks.
I have to go.
I know.
Not a trace of the fox.
That was the
Maybe
fox.
that lady can tell me where it went.
Lady was the fox. Don't you know how kitsunes work?
Hey, the fox is right here, but where did the lady go?
The same thing, kid.
Ha! At last!
Learn your Japanese
Gotcha.
lore.
Whoa!
Oh, boy! Stop following me around, Jerry. Don't you know what it means when someone is running away from you?
I'm so sorry. Do you want me to leave?
No, please. I don't want to be alone.
Then why are you running away? So you know my name. It's probably saying.
So, you, know my name?
Oh, I've been watching you for a while. Over in the other world where we met.
Really?
I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Kitsuna.
My name is Jeremiah Hazelnut, but my friends call me Jerry.
Jerry. Oh,
I think you lost something.
oh, please keep it. I would like it if you took it with you, so you'll remember me.
Okay.
Oh, he's flushing. Where did we
Where did we
meet?
meet?
It was at the portal. First portal.
I've been watching you for a while. Over in the other world where we met. I'm Kitsuna.
What happened?
I wish I could tell you, but you would hate me. And there is already more than one human who hates me.
You should never use the word hate or ruin your teeth. Did you also set a classmate's mailbox on fire? Are you sure they really hate you?
Are you sure they really hate you? That sounds a bit harsh.
Well, how would you feel if someone had broken your heart? Wouldn't you hate them?
I don't know. My heart's never been broken yet.
If you stay with me long enough, I'll break it for you if you want me to.
I think I once saw someone's heart being broken. Didn't look very amusing.
No, humans are so fragile. Not in the least like foxes. We try to make you happy, but it never works out.
This statue once said I should never trust a fox.
But he's a fox as well. At least, that's what he was before. A few hundred years ago, he sold his 9 tails to a demon. So why should you trust him?
Probably still a question,
It's
are you
probably
fox or
a silly
human?
question, but what are you? Fox or human?
I'm a
Yeah, he's
fox,
going furry,
but
right?
I can change how you perceive me any way I want to.
Really? That's the coolest magic trick I've ever heard of.
You think so? It's not difficult. Just give it a try. Anyone can do it if they know how it's done.
Even me. I'm going to be a great magician, you know.
Oh,
So, you can teach me how to do it?
no. I promised on my parents' honour that I wouldn't teach it to anyone. The foxes here only use it to make people unhappy, but not me. I want them to be happy, but it never works out that way.
I'm a human, not a fox. I don't even know how to spell make someone unhappy.
But I'm a human, not a fox.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I really can't do it. Unless, do you really want to make people happy? When you succeed in making a sad person happy, then I might believe you.
I once told my cousin a really funny joke. I once tickled my grandfather's cat. I once asked my mom how you can make people happy. She just laughed out loud.
I once asked Mum how you can make people happy. She just laughed out loud. Would that do?
No, laughter is not enough. Have you ever made someone so happy that it inspired them to do something truly outstanding?
No, not really.
Then come back when you have. I know you can do it.
I don't think I can leave.
Another one of those posters. But it looks a little different. And I can't read the writing. But I guess it says, The Great Zaroff. It almost looks like an entire city back there. But I can't see any people.
Alright, so let me go try to figure out how to make people happy. Maybe this old man by the river is sad and I can make them happy. Oh.
No, that doesn't cut it. Gloomy pond.
Excuse me, are you a poet?
Am I a poet? A poet needs inspiration. And she no longer wishes to be mine. Instead, she just broke my heart. My name will fade into oblivion, just like my words and the ink on my paper.
So where
Where
did
did
the
that
inspiring thing go
Inspiring
to?
thing go to?
This wretched creature, she used me. A true fox. I was a fool to believe that she and I were in any way alike. Foxes' hearts are broken and filled with pain. The pain transforms into cunning. And the cunning of a fox will break any man's heart.
Is that why she looked like a lady to you and looked like my age to me? She's just a siren. Turn him into a horny toad.
Are you looking for a new inspiration or something?
I need inspiration. But my spirit remains empty and unmoving. Just like this pond, nothing is stirring. And the same is true for my imagination.
Frog pond without frogs. Which means that like I have the frog in my pocket that you can make a ribbon with it.
What about the rock over there? Isn't it, exciting?
Your words are just as empty as mine.
Ooh.
Don't tell me you didn't try.
Ooh. Don't. He just frickin' slayed you. He's like, don't even try it, son.
Are you looking for...
I admire nothing, and the same.
What about nothing at all? Isn't that, mental?
Your words are just as empty as mine.
Don't tell me I didn't try. What are you doing here?
Dark water is all I can see. Dark, dark water.
See you later.
I need inspiration.
Bamboo! As far as the eye can see. Those would make great pogo sticks. No, really. Why would the poet keep staring at the pond? I don't get it. There's nothing in there. Whoa! Those mountains are pretty high. I still haven't got a clue where I am. Could that be the Alps?
You're
No.
in Japan, sir. You're not in Europe anymore, Toto.
I hear? A frog. Aha. No, my inspiration is dwindling again. Is that a frog I hear? A frog? No, my...
Okay. Curious frog. What else does he need? Whole spider web?
No.
Pepper. Inju sticker.
Is that a frog I hear? No, my...
Are you looking for...
but my spirit, nothing is... And the same is...
And what about this totally green grass? Isn't it
Whoa, here she
cool?
comes.
Your words are just as empty as mine.
Don't tell me I didn't try.
Alright, so there's bamboo up here.
Bamboo. Those would make great
So he says something about pogo sticks. So what do I put on the bamboo?
No.
Need to use the grappling hook?
I better be careful. A stick won't help here.
So it's gotta be something with a frog.
See you later.
I
Needs inspiration.
I better be careful with...
It's not that. Maybe the roast?
Rose hips are cool, but disappointingly useless. Rose hips are... Rose hips are... Rose hips are...
Like, there's gotta be something I gotta do with these rose tips eventually. Is this like one of those things I'm gonna carry? Use the clicker twice? Yeah, that's kind of silly. That was like completely obvious.
Wait a moment. Yes, I've got it. See the ancient pond. The green frog takes heart and leaps. Sound of the water. Oh, it's perfect. I show you, old fool, you've still got it.
Huh.
The leap of the frog, the parting water. By giving it room, the light overcoming the heavy, and thus my heart as well. The leap of the part. By giving it the light, and the...
Okay. So basically, he's just gonna say that. So I think I made him happy. I think that's what being happy means.
I saw what you did for the poet. His poems are truly beautiful, but they arise from his pain. In darkest night that's black and cold, that's where the stars shine brightest. Did you know that, Jerry? That is why I had to break his heart. It always happens that way. But you know what it takes to make others happy. And now I'm going to help you. Look closely, Jerry.
I understand, but how can I do it?
He's gonna turn into a fox. You've learned the spell to use the inventory and click on the fox's cutting spell.
All right.
Come on, let's go back to Mousewood. Believe me, this world isn't for you. The other foxes here aren't as nice as me. Also, I want to find out whether someone tried to eat Uli's special treats, and whether Plato finally worked up the courage to speak to Anya.
Wow, how do you know all these things?
You'd be surprised about how much you notice when you change into a statue.
So it was you watching me. I knew there was something strange about those statues.
Yep.
And I was feeling like somebody's watching me. Yeah, I got no privacy. Oh. That's how you know cast furry. I could probably have wings. Oh look, that's cute over there.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, nailed it.
Do you know where we are?
Who are you? Huh?
What did you see? Do you understand it yet?
No.
I wrote a story for you. It might help you understand. Do not be afraid, but be on the guard.
What gave you a story? To click it, to hear it, click on the bonus collection in your inventory.
You want me to read that story? What does all this mean?
That's what I'm trying to find out, Jerry.
The Marquis! Where are you?
Still in the magician's house. You learned the fox's spell? You did very well. Foxes are a bit of a tricky bunch, but they're also quite fascinating. Don't you think so?
Yes, but what do I do next?
There is a cold tree in the northwest. To find it, you must seek out the treetops. Travelers who are able to walk between worlds are said to have settled there. The tree will lead you to the eternal ice, and that is where you will find your next spell.
Well, alright, but I would really like to go home for a bit. And soon. May I? Hello? Seems like you can't hear me. Oh.
Yeah, there's something going on.
Oh, isn't that... Oh. I don't think I need an illusion here. Nothing. There's probably nothing here that... Looks pretty comfy to me.
Yep, we'll read the stories. Let's do that. We have 3 of them. Journal, I think. Or did I not click the right thing? Bonus collection, there we go. Bonus collection. Credits, game card game. Achievements, audiobook.
8 Stories from Mousewood by Matt Kempker. Read by Rob Quirk. The first story. Of mice, squirrels, and Mousewood Forest. Somewhere, tucked away between faraway fields and winding paths, there lies a forest crowded with mice and squirrels. So crowded, in fact, that even a mighty wizard with an even mightier beard couldn't wander the forest's paths without being asked by some tiny rodents for a lift, because they wanted to visit relatives who moved 3 clearings down the road a few years ago because there were gooseberries over there. And
But
because there
probably
are so many mice, the forest is known as Mousewood Forest. But something was going on in the otherwise tranquil Mousewood Forest. A forest so peaceful that at noon all you would sense was the soft rustle of the wind in the treetops, the sweet scent of the pine needles, and a lone buzzing bee skipping its lunch break. Yes, something in this tranquil forest was disturbing the peace. For a few days now, some furry, fairly unhappy red squirrels had refused to refer to the forest as Mousewood Forest.
Ooh,
The squirrels,
sassy.
as they saw it, were narrowly outnumbered by the grey mice. Why, they wondered, should Mousewood Forest only be known as Mousewood Forest? So they made a great effort to remind visitors out for a Sunday walk or a picnic that there were not only small grey mice, but also auburn squirrels with bushy tails and equally bushy ears. For example, under each sign that read Mousewood Forest, they attached a second reading and Squirrelwood. Furthermore, a few squirrels with particularly fluffy red fur lay in wait behind tree stumps and hidden in foliage to jump out in front of passers-by, look at those humans with honest, beady eyes, and push the idea that this forest could just as well be called Squirrelwood. As a rule, most humans are startled when suddenly something, sixth story. Granny Mouse, George the Stag, and a mysterious place deep in the forest. It was early in the morning, and most of Mousewood's animals were still asleep.
Oh my God,
So if
that's
anyone
long.
had tried to gently wake them, telling them the sun was up and the birds were singing their morning songs, all they would probably have done was roll over, mumble, and sigh incomprehensibly, just like humans when they want to keep on dreaming.
Not right now.
Some
Mom.
animals, though, were already
The other
awake,
boys make fun of me.
either because they enjoyed the silence when the forest itself still seemed asleep, or because they just couldn't sleep any longer. The latter applied to George the Stag. He'd struggled for days now to get a good night's rest. He always woke up early and couldn't get back to sleep afterwards. Sometimes he was so tired that he didn't even know if he was truly awake or still sleeping and dreaming. So George roamed the deep forest of Mousewood, where even animals who lived there could get lost on occasion. If someone had seen him, they wouldn't have got the impression he was tired at all, since stags have a natural tendency to look regal.
I'll pause it to say this. This is kind of why I don't like audiobooks. It's like, if this were text, I'd be able to read through it in like 2 minutes, but since it's
If
this
the mice
narrator's
and
kind of
squirrels
like
ever
reading it,
decided
it's
they
like, oh my
needed
God,
a king,
it's taking
they
forever.
would surely suggest
Get
a
to the
stag.
point.
A stag's antlers certainly look regal enough, but there was no need for a king. And even if there had been, George would probably just be a prince, since his antlers were still pretty short. The young stag, as drowsy as he was regal, continued his walk through the misty hills of Mousewood. He was in search of a clearing he had discovered a few days back and visited 3 mornings in a row. The strange thing was, the clearing wasn't easy to find. Every morning, it seemed to George, it was in a different place. The glade was as wide as a field. There was tall grass, and the murmur of a stream could be heard nearby, even though it wasn't visible through the reeds and dead. George decided to return to the more populated. After breakfast, Granny Mouse made a jug of her tasty lemon. A little later on, Soft Steel the wood dwarf came by the booth. Mrs. Mouse came out of her house to look for her grandchildren and was happy to see Lass! George shouted through the nocturnal forest. Jess! Mrs. Mouse shouted. But there was no answer to be heard, nor lantern to be seen. Where are you? Their grandmother called as loud as she could. They came across some other animals, like Conrad the owl and a couple of polecats, but none of them had seen the kids. And so the stag ran through the woods with the grandmother mouse on his back, shouting their names in the dark. Fallen leaves whirled into the air behind them, as the stag dashed through the dusky trees. Soon they'd covered a great deal of the neighbourhood, so the stag went into the deeper, less populated parts of the forest. But still there was no trace of the two mice. "Should we search somewhere else?" George asked, worried, scanning the shadows. "I don't know," Mrs. Mouse said in a low voice. Then something occurred to her. "Wait, I've just remembered where I used to sit with my husband," she said hopefully. "Where's that?" the stag asked. Mrs. Mouse tried to remember, and the stag wondered how the old lady planned to find the way in the dark. "Just go straight on," she said, as if she could see the place in front of her. So George went straight on. Suddenly they emerged from the trees in a glade, the same glade where George had talked to the raven that morning. The huge tree towered on the other side of the clearing, bathed in pale moonlight. George ran over to the tree. "This is where I used to sit with my husband, right under that tree when we were young. It's so long since I've been here." "George, can you see the little ones?" asked Mrs. Mouse with hope in her voice. "My eyesight isn't what it used to be. Is there someone there?" George peered over at the tree, and down at the bottom of the trunk there was indeed somebody. He struggled to see who it was. Then he made out two figures, but not Jess and Lars. George didn't know if he could trust his eyes. Down in the shadows sat a young girl mouse and her boyfriend. They were holding hands and smiled shyly at him. The young mouse reminded him of the grandmother on his back. Next to the couple stood a stag, but George could only see his silhouette in the shadows cast by the silvery moonlight. Curiously, it felt like looking into a mirror. "The tree remembers us," he thought, reminded of the raven's words. "It's not the kids," he said quietly to the grandmother. "Then let's ask these nice people if they've seen my grandchildren," said Mrs. Mouse, wondering why George was so quiet. "Have you seen two children?" George asked aloud. The mice pointed to the right into the forest. The other stag paced around in the tree's shade, calling to someone up in the treetop. George couldn't hear what he said as he was too far away. A big bird descended from the high branches, flapping towards George and Mrs. Mouse. In the moonlight, George recognized the raven he had met that morning.
Follow me, will you?
Called the
Nevermore.
raven, soaring over their heads in the direction the mice had pointed. Mrs. Mouse held on tight, and George trotted across the meadow to the glade's edge. The black raven flew between the trees, his silhouette merging with the forest's darkness. George followed him. When they were back in the woods, the raven disappeared. Instead, they saw a smiling sun and a sleepy moon floating between the trees, as if waiting for something. "Children!" Mrs. Mouse called from the stag's back. "Granny!" the children shouted, running towards them, but carefully so their lanterns wouldn't go out. "You were supposed to stay at the house," their grandmother said, with a mixture of anger and relief. The kids looked sheepish and apologized. "Where were you, anyway?" George asked, slightly out of breath due to all the running and yelling. "We were looking for you," Lars explained. "But it seems you were somewhere completely different." George and Mrs. Mouse and the kids made their way through the dark forest. After a while, they found the track leading to Granny Mouse's home. They didn't talk much on the way, as it had been an exhausting evening for all of them. Around them, the woods were so silent that all that could be heard was the soft rustling of leaves beneath their feet. Just before they reached the house, Lars' lantern went out with a faint fizzle. The jolly sun went dark. Shortly afterwards, Jess's sleepy moon also expired. George was relieved that the candles had lasted so long. Without their light, they wouldn't have been able to find the children so easily in the dark. When they reached the mice's house, George bade them farewell. The house was far too small for a stag, and he was also very tired. After saying goodbye, the mice had dinner and went to bed. When Lars and Jess had brushed their teeth and crawled under their warm blankets, Granny Mouse assured them that she wasn't angry anymore. She was just happy to have them back, safe and sound. The children had to promise their grandmother not to run away again. Then she tucked them in and put the lights out. And shortly after, both little mice fell asleep. Their granny waited for a while, listening to Jess mumble in his sleep. He already seemed to be dreaming. The old lady went downstairs, and later, sitting in her armchair, she looked around her. On a cupboard stood pictures of her children and grandchildren. One showed a girl mouse and her husband. Next to them lay the shiny acorn carved with George's image. George was probably at home now, Mrs. Mouse thought, also probably recovering from a tiring evening. She greatly appreciated the stag's help in finding the little ones, and after a while, Mrs. Mouse fell asleep in her armchair. In every forest there is a tree, the first tree in the whole forest, so old it knows almost everything, with roots deep in every corner of the forest, even in the realm of our thoughts and dreams.
So that was a whole bunch of nothing, maybe. But, like these things here, right? Like these look like the lantern things, right? So if I talk to it now, is it going to tell me like, hey, you know the thing now? Alright, we're going to try the deception thing on the person up the tree. And then, if that succeeds, we're going to call it a night, and then we'll do the next thing in that. What's the important line? That you lost something?
Miss Moth?
No, windlessly.
Oh well.
You're fine.
I'm not sure what I believe. Too bad I don't.
You're crows.
Whoa! I feel this funny prickle.
Greetings of the night.
Yeah, same to you.
I say, you have a glorious pair of wings.
I do?
Please, forgive me for overlooking them earlier. Here we were, assuming that in this strange land that we call home now, no sentient winged beings existed beside ourselves.
Oh, I can feel the wings, but I think I'm just imagining them. Although the moth can see them too. So this is what it feels like to be Kitsuna. I wonder what her true shape is then, and what is she doing right now? Will I see her again soon?
You are
She'll break
carrying
your
on
heart.
a dialogue with yourself, native. Priestess Phosphora awaits you in the temple. She will derive great pleasure from meeting a native moth.
Okay, I'll just walk on through then, alright?
Just follow the path that is laid out for you, as do we.
Yeah, that is true. We did play that on here.
It's really cold here. Oh, that must be Priestess Phosphora. What noise does a moth make anyway?
Right? Something behind you.
Beautiful night tonight, isn't it?
My eye facets. Do they deceive me? Is it a moth that goes there?
Yes. What else could it be?
Hespera let you in, but she is not in distress. The air tells me so. You must be a moth of good will.
Yes, I am.
Really?
For a moment there, I was afraid the spell would only work on one moth at a time.
Whence do you come? You are not part of our circle. Moreover, your mask, you are not wearing it.
Nope, not yet. I'm from very far away.
We bid you welcome, but know that it is only hardship that still keeps us in this cold place.
There's a statue. We can use a statue for him.
No answer. Perhaps it's not even made of stone. This pot contains some dirt, but no plant. Only a funny stone that someone... Oh, my mistake. This used to be a plant. A bundle of flax. A duster, perhaps. I think I'll borrow it.
Borrow, as in take it.
It almost looks like a fat brush. That doesn't need to be flax bundled. That doesn't need to be flax bundled.
Do you have a portal I can use? Are you willing to living things here? What are you guarding so closely?
Do you have a torch I could use?
The cold by that tree is indeed bursting forth from another world. These days, however, only the warm light from our high priestess resting on arms will be able to open us frozen touch.
Ah, yeah, that's
She
probably,
knows
that's a
that
good
we'll
point.
need to be on our way soon, but without nourishment there is little hope that she would ever survive such a journey.
What do you need?
Flower seed.
Flower seed? It can't be all that hard.
So, yeah, so he wanted a flower seed or something? Oh, you know, you have a... you know, I didn't notice this,
It was nice.
Return, but try to not tap. Lights are coming from everywhere, blinding us and drawing us away from here.
Rose hips are cool. Rose hips are... Rose hips are... That doesn't need to be flax bundle. That doesn't need... I better be... Do you have a torch?
The cold by that tree is in these days, however, only the warm light from our high priestess resting at her right. She knows that we need to be on our way soon, but without nourishment there is little hope that she would ever survive.
What do you need?
Flower seed.
It can't be all that hard. Are you two the only ones living here?
We used to be many. We feasted on nectar, the light of the moon, our legends, and the beauty of suns. But the great flood
That's
made
true,
the
yeah,
world
you can
we
do the
inhabited
limit speed.
over and
So you fled to Mousewood.
This place is bountiful with the vines of ancient light of life. We erected a temple to achieve the strength we needed. But the grey mountain on the horizon spells doom for this world.
The Great Flood?
The giants rolling up are the first sign. Apparently peaceful, but then a mass starts to pour from their moors. Nobody gets away, be it plant or animal, because the mass harms, thus never releasing whatever lies buried under.
Asphalt.
Sounds like cement to me.
Yeah.
Could that be what she's talking about?
Roads, man. Man. Concrete rivers that you drive your horseless ferries on.
And why are you wearing those masks?
Like the moon, we cover our features For only by looking inward can the ghost undergo a new creation. It symbolizes our retreat from the world and our focus on the inner light.
Where did the rest of you go?
Drawn by the grey mountain, by stench and disease, the crows came. In time, there were too many of them, and the corruption within the things they ate that oozed into their feathers made them forget all about themselves. Our wings resemble the bark of the trees, but they are not nearly so hard.
Let's talk about something else.
What are you guarding so closely?
What are you guarding so closely?
It is the last ray of light. We are the last of the nuns of the Moonlight Circle. We are expecting the arrival of our High Priestess, who is conceived under a favorable star. Begotten by the most light-filled months within our circle, we are going to call her
Moonlight. What a beautiful name. It was nice talking to you, but now I need to buzz off. Do other insect stuff.
Return here whenever you are able to, but try to not tarry for too long. Lights are coming from everywhere, blinding us and drawing us away from here.
All right. So, I'm going to put it a pause here. He wants flower seeds. I mean, I have flowers, but I need to be able to extract the seeds from it somehow, so I'll have to give it a think over. There, and I may have to go back to town and see if there's anything else that I could pick up. Well, maybe I'll try the condom thing.
I don't think I need to.
Alright. But anyways, let's save the game here. I think like one more episode should be able to do it. Because we have 3 out of the 4 spells, so I'm going to guess that we're going to get the 4th one pretty short in short order, and then maybe a conclusionary thing. Dandelions. Oh yeah. The dandelions near the house. At the back, there's the back of the dwarf house, right? Yeah, so we could try that. I'll probably forget in a week though. So we'll probably be at the conclusion of the night in of the rabbit on the 20th. It's the week before Black Friday. Come on, America, don't have a Black Friday. What are you doing? What are you doing, America? What are you doing? Let's make it the whole thing a cyber weekend, okay? Let's just keep safe and keep social distancing. What's wrong with you people? Now it's like if the Black Fridays were deadly enough. Now it's like it's the gift that keeps on giving. So let's get gifts. Oh, that was a nice present you got me. 20% off COVID. Anyways, enough rambling about that. It's the Friday before Black Friday. I've done Black Friday parodies on my channel. I think everyone is aware of maybe the conclusion next week. Everyone's aware of my feelings for Black Friday, and they are documented on this channel. I hid behind a couch and threw books at you. Anyways, Black Plague Friday. Oh God, no! But that's horrible. Oh no. Well, luckily it's not. Luckily the disease isn't that bad, but it is pretty bad, and it can still mutate. So, knock on wood. Have a good night, everybody. On that somber note. See you next week for maybe the conclusion, hopefully.